last but not least, we've got Orange County students making their way up to the stage with the final pitch. Tough competition so far here. Orange County High School High Tech, the Orange County High School High Tech program facilitated by the Foundation for Orange County Schools, joining us again this year in the final phase of competition from Windermere High School. Their coordinator also joining us here today. Their product is Baby Buddy. Come on up from Orange County. The stage is yours, and when you are ready, you can play your commercial.
Tonight, a tragedy involving a toddler in a car on a very hot day. The child was left alone in the car for hours.
A Texas family is in mourning after police say a mother left her young son unattended inside a car in the driveway of their Houston home.
We are following breaking news out of Gwinnett County this morning, where we just learned an 8-month-old baby died after apparently being left in a car.
The death of a 2-year-old girl left in a hot car.
A child left in a hot car has died.
Smith police investigating the death of a child who was left inside a car.
Baby girl is now dead after being left in a hot car.
Miles Harrison has the same routine every single morning. At 5 in the morning, before the sun rises, he holds a jar of dirt at his desk. The dirt is from his baby's grave. He then puts his fingers in the dirt and talks to his beloved son. Chase died July 8th, 2008. That morning, Mr. Harrison had gone to work. Mr. Harrison told USA Today the following. At about 5 o'clock, one of my colleagues comes up to me, pokes his head in my cubicle, and says, "Hey, do you have a doll in your car?" He had forgotten his 1.5-year-old in his truck. He and his wife, Carol, had adopted Chase in March of that year. He added Chase. That was the second or third day that Chase was scheduled to go to daycare. It was the first day that Harrison was dropping him off. Mr. Harrison ran to the car and saw an outline through the tinted windows. He ripped Chase out of the car seat. He screamed, "Oh God, oh God, oh God," he screamed, "Take me, not him." Forgotten baby syndrome became real for this family.
So how did this happen?
How can that happen? How do you forget? I guess we're all forgetful. I've forgotten things in the car, but how do you forget the toddler?
Chris, how exactly did this happen?
Well, good morning. The distraught mother is heard over and over again saying that it was an accident and she doesn't know how she forgot her baby was in that car.
Investigators say the mom was rushing to prepare a birthday party for her daughter and accidentally left her 5-year-old behind.
Forgot the child was in the car, went back out and found her inside.
I honestly don't know how it happened. I don't. I'm freaking out. I'm sorry. I don't know how it happened. Like, how do you forget your baby?
So you might be thinking the same thing as the news reporters, neighbors, and even the parents involved in these tragedies. How does this happen? How can you leave your baby in a car? Unfortunately, it is not as uncommon as you think. Every year, an average of 40 children die from being accidentally left in a vehicle. If hundreds, if not thousands, go more unreported. This is because a child's body overheats at a rate of 3 to 5 times faster than an adult. This is an important fact to remember when thinking about how dangerous it is for a child to escape safety restraints. Sadly, since 1990, 943 children have died as a result of heat strokes in hot cars. Forgotten baby syndrome is defined as the failure to remember that a baby is in a car. Causes for FBS vary from parents who are suffering from sleep deprivation, those with a tremendous amount of stress, parents who are focused on future tasks instead of the present, and parents who have a change in routine. This is probably the most common reason. You see, people complete tasks that have become routine, and these things require no thought. When a parent changes his or her routine, accidents like forgotten baby syndrome will occur. When parents are confronted with so much change, it can be a lot for them to grasp. So what do experts say we can do to prevent this?
Experts say there are a couple of simple things you can do. Keep something like a teddy bear or a kid's toy up front with you and put something in the back seat of yours that you'll need, like maybe your shoe or your briefcase.
Demonstrated one tip for parents to remember to check the back seat.
Taking off your left shoe before driving and placing it in the back seat of your car will be a great reminder for when you get to your destination.
Are these methods as effective as they say? And more to the point, how realistic are these methods? Automakers understand the risks of forgotten baby syndrome and are promising that all new vehicles will be made to have rear seat safety reminders by 2025. Although this is a step in the right direction, this does not ensure any standardization or solutions for older and newer vehicles across all makes and models. Our company believes that a child's life is not worth the risk or the wait. Baby Buddy is a product that allows for parents to use an electronic device to monitor when they have left their children's general area or proximity. The Baby Buddy is essential in helping to combat forgotten baby syndrome.
The Baby Buddy comes with 2 electronic bracelets, one for the parent and one for the child. However, additional bracelets can be added depending on the number of children in the family. The product works via sonar technology. The parent's bracelet is going to send out a signal, which is then going to ping off of the baby's bracelet. If the parent's bracelet does not receive a signal back from the baby's bracelet, it will sound the alarm. The bracelet will flash lights and vibrate in order to alert the parent that he or she is leaving the child's proximity. Once the parent's bracelet receives a signal back from the baby's bracelet, it will, Once the parent's bracelet receives a signal from the baby's bracelet, it will stop the alarm. All of this should be executed in only a few seconds. Even though the baby's bracelet can be worn, it can also be attached to a car seat or bag, unlike other products. The Baby Buddy is a reliable product because it can work with babies and individuals of all ages. Finally, because of the flexibility of the product being a bracelet, the Baby Buddy can be used at the park, mall, or wherever you may be.
Baby Buddies are specially designed bracelets that will alert you when you and your child are out of reach. Let Baby Buddy remind you before you go.
The world's a crazy place. Let's face it. Parents have coffee in one hand, cell phones in the other, and all of life's problems in between. Even with their phones attached to their hands on a daily basis, at all times, they still manage to misplace them on a daily basis. The problem is it doesn't stop with phones. They also lose their keys, books, and glasses. The scary thing is with all that stuff on their minds, the most precious things get left behind: children. Baby Buddy's target customers will be these adults who value these lives. They are parents, guardians, daycare center employees, or anyone who takes care of children. People who drive their children to school or daycare have the fear of experiencing forgotten baby syndrome. Will find this product very useful. Parents, daycare workers, or anyone who takes care of children will discover the benefits of using the Baby Buddy. Due to the casualties of FBS, there is a marked need for this life-saving product. Forgotten baby syndrome has unfortunately affected many families. Baby Buddy provides the proper safety measure to prevent these tragic accidents from happening. Although the Baby Buddy company focuses on FBS, it can be used as a safety precaution when attending events or just simply playing at the playground.
When it comes to the actual production of the Baby Buddy, the main system components will include the following: a motherboard with a low power control chip and a microtransducer to submit sonar information. A small electric motor will be needed to create the alarm vibrations, and an LED to alert the parent. This system will handle the processing, sending, and receiving of the special codes from the baby's bracelet. Manufacturing of the Baby Buddy will be outsourced to a reliable factory and shipped directly to retailers. Baby Buddy will be found where other fine baby products are sold. Eventually, we see opportunities to extend this product directly to hospitals, car dealerships, daycare centers, and babysitting services to further aid in the funding, advertising, and distribution of and for the Baby Buddy. The parent bracelet will come in black, include the components previously discussed and will be made of a comfortable silicone material. The child's bracelet will also be made of the silicone and be equipped with a child-proof clasp. The baby's bracelet will come in 5 fun colors to make any kid excited to wear it. These colors are red, blue, pink, green, and orange. The Baby Buddy is estimated to cost $75 for a pair of child and parent bracelets. Additional bracelet units will cost $40 per bracelet. The price for safety is always worth it.
Baby Buddy will need many different departments to succeed, from logistics and sourcing to marketing teams. But let's get deeper into these different departments. Logistics and sourcing will ensure that Baby Buddy is being manufactured according to plan and is being made to meet the customer's needs. This department is crucial. The marketing team will be responsible for creating commercials and social media posts that we need to get as much advertising to Baby Buddy as possible. We need a sales team to set up opportunities to sell Baby Buddy and to have our product in as many places as possible. Quality control is a department that will make sure that Baby Buddy is meeting customers' expectations and will also get feedback from the customers about the product. The fulfillment team will ensure that orders are being delivered on time and safely. Lastly, a financial team is needed to track all the money made to ensure that the business is making a profit. With all these departments in place, Baby Buddy's business operation will surely run smoothly.
Children, the ones that are too small or too quiet to make a noise, to be noticed. It's so terrible that it even has a name for now, forgotten baby syndrome. Think about that. This has become so commonplace that it requires a diagnosis. It happens so much that it is known around the country and doesn't get the national attention it deserves. But what do we do about it? How do we protect these poor babies from being trapped and left behind? Our safety bracelet, Baby Buddy, is the answer.
We know that so many parents, guardians, and anyone in charge of these beautiful little lives make mistakes. We don't want a life to be on the line because of it. Baby Buddy offers a simple and effective solution that fits easily into people's lifestyles. Baby Buddy can be used in a number of environments to keep us aware of children's location. Stop letting life get in the way of a child's safety. Baby Buddy is a product every parent can benefit from to help keep their children safe. Baby Buddy will make bad situations turn into good, responsible ones. Baby Buddy will remind you before you go.
Fantastic. And just want to make sure you have all your videos played? Yep. Perfect. All right, Angela, we're going to start with you on this end.
So my question today is actually about the bracelet itself. Thank you, first of all, for speaking on something that is close to many of our hearts as far as the little ones and the importance of being a parent and the fact that we do have a lot going on as parents and that things can be forgotten, but to help us understand the importance of remembering the most important piece of our life, which is our little ones. So my question today, again, is around the bracelet itself. So are the bracelets waterproof? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they're going to be completely sealed in the silicone material, and the only thing electronic that you'll see is 2 little gold contacts that is used for charging.
Thank you.
Good morning, team. Great job, great concept, and I echo my fellow judges' comments and sentiment about the need for a product like this. A couple of questions, and you hit on one of those, which was charging. So is the concept that it would charge similarly to like a cell phone or an iPhone?
Yeah, it's going to have 2 little gold contacts at the bottom, and then there's going to be a magnetic charger that's going to attach, and you're going to need to do this about once a month, depending on how many times it has to go off.
Okay, great. And my second question concerns your pricing. Can you tell us a little bit about your research and thinking and how you came up with the pricing structure?
So for pricing, we wanted to compare it kind of to a Fitbit because we wanted the product to be affordable, but we also wanted to ensure that our business is making a profit because you have to consider the development costs for the product because we don't want any mishaps. So after a lot of consideration, we decided on that price.
Thank you.
Again, great job. I have so many questions, but I'll narrow it down to a few. I'm going to ask a question about the cost of bracelets as well. So you said $75 for it, right?
Yes.
So is it $75 for the parent bracelet and the baby bracelet?
Yes, so the 75 is for one parent bracelet and one child bracelet, and you can purchase another bracelet depending on how many children you have, but that is at an additional cost.
Will the additional bracelet connect to the original parent bracelet as well, or will the parent need to get a second bracelet?
No, it will connect to the one bracelet. You have to buy them all maybe at the same time though, just to ensure that they all will connect to the same actual original device.
Okay. And how far away do you have to get before it starts to beep on you?
Our bracelets range is about 30 to 35 feet before they disconnect, and the parent's bracelet starts to sound its alarm.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll stop now.
So, amazing presentation, great teamwork, definite need. You talk, we seem to all be going on the bracelet and talking a bit about that. How did you guys, can you walk me through how you chose the bracelet, how you chose sonar, how you chose like no display? Like, talk me through that design process.
So when we were coming up with our idea, we went and spoke to our student resource officer to try and get an idea of a problem in our community. And one of the things that he suggested we do or work on is forgotten baby syndrome because it's become apparent. So we decided to split up into groups in our class, and we came up with different product ideas. And from there, one student had came up with the idea of 2 bracelets that come from there. And we kind of just, went from there. So when it comes to actually basing it off of the Fitbit, we knew that it would have a similar production cost with all of the internals and system components, but we also knew it would be a lot cheaper because it's not really connecting to your phone and doesn't have all these features.
Okay, so building on that, as you're looking at it, have you talked or thought as a team, like, how do you turn it on? How do you turn it off? What happens if you drop that baby off at daycare and then it starts beeping as you're walking away?
We have discussed that, and the best we can say is you're really going to have to get into the routine of putting it on and then taking it off, or attach it to the child's car seat, because it can be worn on the child's person, on one of those little necklaces that have the binkies, or like a belt loop, or the car seat. And yeah.
To further add on that, we also considered that problem because sometimes a child may have sensory issues. Toddlers don't like wearing certain things. So we wanted the product to be able to be functional, but also we want to consider actual children because we know kids are going to try to take it off. So we, as he said, it would attach to either the car seat or you can attach it to the bag. And then getting into routine is just, you really got to train yourself. Maybe before you have a child, start getting into the habit of, oh, I got to grab my bracelet. Oh, do you wear a watch? You do wear a watch. We try to consider it like that. So it's kind of like a morning routine, get up, fix your hair, grab your watch, grab the baby buddy.
Fantastic presentations. We do have time for just 1 or 2 questions from the audience. And one question I'll ask is, beyond the bracelet, if there's any consideration, kind of the software and the technology. A lot of people have Apple Watches and Fitbits and things like that, so maybe a way to transfer the technology to, say, if somebody has an Apple Watch already, like a Ring security system where there's apps and other software with it.
Yes, that was definitely a heavy consideration, and we have started to discuss it in a second generation of the product, if you will. But for our first generation, we really wanted to make it pretty much bulletproof, you know, full safe as much as possible.
I believe we have a question right up here, right in front of you.
I just wanted to know why using sonar instead of like Bluetooth technology.
With Bluetooth, you can't really tell the difference, and Bluetooth comes in with some security risks. Say you're a governor, if you will, or you're a higher up person and you want your kid to be safe. Someone who has the know-how can put something near you that's going to emit the same signal as the baby's bracelet with Bluetooth, and the parent's bracelet is not going to be able to know the difference as they're walking away with your child.
Perfect. Fantastic presentation. Really appreciate it. I know there's going to be a lot of questions for all the students here and plenty of time at the end. Give it up here for our Orange County students.
If I told you I respect you, I ain't saying loosely.
Great job.